Hello, dear students. Welcome back to this English class. Let's continue with chapter number 5, The Mask, written by Satyajit Ray. Remember, students, we have covered a part of this in the previous two sessions. I hope you have watched video part A and part B of the chapter The Mask. Today, let's continue with the remaining part, that is in part C. So let's get started. The Mask by Satyajit Ray, part C. So let's do a quick recap. I hope you remember the characters. We have Rajan Babu, the retired old man, and Tinkuri Babu, who's a paying guest, and Feluda and Topshe are trying to solve a mystery. Now, what is the mystery? Rajan Babu receives a threatening letter with a message that says, "Be prepared to pay for your sins." Because Rajan Babu is very frightened. He's totally shocked by this message. And Feluda is trying to solve the mystery and is accompanied by his cousin Topshe. So, during the course of the investigation, they have doubt on three persons, that is Dr. Phone Mitra, Mr. Goshal, the expert in antiques, and Rajan Babu's son, Prabir Majumdar. But they have no strong evidence against any one of them, and that means they have not yet found the main culprit. So, the investigation carries on. Then the last scene that we saw was Rajan Babu is greatly disturbed because he has not slept the previous night because he sees a masked man bent over him just in the middle of the night. So he is very, very frightened. And so Feluda and Topshe, they have come to his place, and Dr. Phone Mitra is attending him. So that was the last scene that we had done. Students, let's continue part C from here. Let's quickly do the meanings. These words are you'll come across in today's part. So please remember the meanings. Dozed off is fell asleep. Abruptly is suddenly. Woke up with a jolt means woke up with a shock. My blood froze means I felt terribly frightened. Heart started to beat faster means to panic or to be anxious. Motive is a reason to do something. Trembling is shivering. Showdown means argument. Let's read now, students. Tinkuri Babu came in after seeing the doctor off and said to us, "I'm sorry, but I have to return to Calcutta today. I tried to change my ticket, but they said I can't get a booking for another 10 days. But before I leave, I will inform the police. Rajan Babu needs protection. Felu Babu, you can continue with your investigation. Nobody will object to that." Now, Tinkuri Babu, he goes along with the doctor. He sees him off, and then he comes back and he says that he has to return to Calcutta that day itself. He says he's sorry because suddenly he's leaving just when the mystery is not yet solved. So he's leaving, and then he says though he tried hard to change the ticket but he couldn't, and then the next booking is only after 10 days, but he has to leave. But then he promises that before he leaves, he will inform the police because Rajan Babu needs protection. And then he requests Feluda to continue with his investigation as no one would object to that. Let's read further. Feluda and I decided to stay that night at Rajan Babu's house. We then went out separately with our works on our work for the rest of the day and got back in the evening to find Rajan Babu much better. He showed us to our room. So now, since Tinkuri Babu was to leave, Feluda and Topshe decided to stay with Rajan Babu because he was all frightened. So they decided to stay with him for that night. So they leave to do their work during the day, and then they come back in the evening, and they find Rajan Babu is much better now. Then Rajan Babu shows them their room where they're supposed to stay. Let's read further. Feluda stretched out on the bed and said, "I did some investigation in the afternoon, and both Prabir and Goshal were at the party from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Now Feluda is still trying to investigate. Now he wants to know who is the masked man. So he's done some kind of inquiry, and he's found that Prabir and Goshal were at a party the previous evening from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. So now Topshe replies, "That man wearing a mask came here soon after midnight, didn't he?" So that is what Topsy says. So Feluda replies, yes. Yes, said Feluda, and left the room abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly. Let's read further. I lay on the bed and must have dozed off. I woke up with a jolt when I sensed the presence of someone else in the room. My blood froze. I opened my eyes and I saw something coming towards me. And oh, how horrible it was! A mask, a masked face. I opened my mouth to scream when the person wearing the mask pulled it away, and my scream became a nervous gasp. So now Topsy is lying on his bed and suddenly wakes up with a jolt. Jolt means suddenly with a fright because he sees someone. And who's that? A masked face. My blood froze means he is terribly frightened because he sees a masked face and he is about to scream. Just then the person who is wearing the mask removes the mask. And whom does he see? He sees his cousin Feluda. So he screams. He says, Feluda, oh my God, it's you. Okay. And then Feluda replies, of course it's me. He raised the mask. He removes the mask and he replies, yes, it's me. And then he says, I was trying on all the masks in the living room. Why don't you wear this one for a second? He passed me his mask and I wore it. So now he's asking Topsy to try the mask. He has tried all the masks that were there in the living room. Remember, Rajan Babu has the habit of collecting curios and he's got many masks. So Feluda has tried those masks and now he's asking Topsy to try this one. And Topsy wears it. Now Feluda asks him, can you sense something unusual? So Topsy says, why no, it's just a size too large for me, that's all. Okay. Let's read further. Think carefully. Isn't there anything that might strike you as odd? Now this is what Feluda is asking. He is asking him, think properly. Do you find something unusual? So now Topsy is replying, well, there's a faint smell, I think. So now he's getting some smell, weird smell. So Feluda is asking, oh, what? So Topsy says, cheroot. Cheroot? So Topsy is saying, cheroot? So Feluda says, exactly. My heart started to beat faster again. Tinkori Babu, I stammered. So now, what I hope you've understood, students, they got the smell of cheroot on the mask. And who was the only person who's been using cheroot? It's Tinkori Babu. That means if the mask has a smell of cheroot and Tinkori Babu is the only person who uses cheroot, that means the masked man who had entered the previous night was Tinkori Babu and they never suspected him. He was not among those three suspects. So that is why they are totally shocked. Okay, let's read further. Feluda sighed. Yes, I'm afraid so. Okay, when Topsy stammers, a Tinkori Babu, like it's so much of like question mark there, like Tinkori Babu, he stammers. And then Feluda says, yes, I'm afraid so, because he doesn't want to accept that Tinkori Babu could be the culprit. He's finding it very difficult. So he says, I'm afraid so. But what I do not understand is his motive. He seemed to respect Rajan Babu a lot. Why then did he do something like this? Perhaps we shall never know. Okay, so now Feluda is not able to understand, is not able to comprehend why Tinkori Babu must have tried to frighten Rajan Babu. Okay, because he knows, he respects Rajan Babu a lot. And the sad part is now he's not able to find out why. We shall never know why, because Tinkori Babu is already left for Calcutta. So he is upset about it. Let's read. Rajan Babu was absolutely shaken when we told him about this the next morning. As we were talking, Rajan Babu received a letter. So now the next morning, they give the full account of what they had discovered the previous night. And Rajan Babu was totally shaken. Shaken means totally shocked of what he heard. That Tinkori Babu was the person who had sent him that threatening letter, and he was the person who had come with the masked face. So he never suspected him to be the culprit. He is totally shocked. And just as they're discussing, Rajan Babu receives a letter. Now he's nervous, so he's opening it with trembling hands. And he reads aloud. Let's see what is the message. Dear Raju, If you are wondering who I am and why I did this, here is the story. I am the boy whom you had tripped in that 100-yard race on a sports day 50 years ago. I not only missed the medal in that race, but was also seriously injured. Unfortunately, my father got transferred to a different town soon after the incident, and I never got a chance to have a showdown with you. So, you never realized how deeply you had hurt me, both physically and mentally. I didn't know about you till I came to your stay in your house and saw your childhood photograph. Then I thought of doing something that would cause you a great deal of anxiety and trouble you for a short time. But I meant to do no harm. This was my way of punishing you for your past sins. Now that it's over, let's forget about it and move on with our lives. Good wishes, yours sincerely, Tinu Tinkori Mukhopadhyay. So that is the message. Now, what is the letter? Students, I hope you have understood. Tinkuri Babu says that he had wanted to take revenge on Rajan Babu for an incident that occurred 50 years ago when they were small kids. So it so happened that he is taking part in a 100-yard race and Rajan Babu has tripped him, and so Tinkuri Babu lost the race, so he missed the medal and he was seriously injured. But he was not able to take his revenge on Rajan Babu because his father had got transferred immediately after the incident, and that hurt he carried in his heart. Okay, he was mentally and physically injured. Mentally injured because he had lost the medal just because somebody else tripped him. So he had carried it. But now, coincidentally, when he stayed as paying guest in Rajan Babu's house, he saw his childhood photo and he recognized him as that person who had tripped him, and now he wanted to take the revenge, and that is why he sends him a threatening letter. He didn't want to harm him, but only wanted to cause him some moments of anxiety. Okay, and that is why he sends him that letter and also appears as a masked man. He just wants to give him some kind of tension, some moments of anxiety, but he doesn't want to harm him. And now he's saying, now I have already given you those moments of anxiety, that means I've already taken my revenge, so it's all over, and so I want to forget the entire incident. I'm no longer carrying that hurt. It's all over. I've already taken my revenge, so let's forget about it all and let's move on with our lives. Okay, and then he says good wishes. He also wishes him good wishes, and then he says, yours sincerely, Tinu. Okay, so that is the end of the story. So children, I hope you have understood the story, how there's a mystery, they try to unravel it, and they think three different suspects, and the person whom they never suspected is actually turns out to be the culprit. Okay, so I hope you have understood and followed the entire sequence, the mystery, and the role of all the characters in the story. So that's all in the story now. I hope you are reading the lesson. Please read the lesson, view all the 3 videos, part A, B and C, learn the meanings, and please continue with your practice of reading. So children, that's all for now. Take care and God bless you all. Thank you.